He's 10 years old, is my baby.
Okay, we're live.
Mid-drink. I'm mid-drink of the monster.
Oh, we are live.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about technical difficulties. We're still having technical difficulties a little bit. We're just waiting for a very, very large file to do something. So we were like, we will talk to you for 20 minutes instead of just being like, yeah, let's wait for this file.
Yeah.
Yes.
We thought we had it half cracked when we were like, oh, we'll just screen share it, and then
it just didn't work.
There was no sound.
Sorry, I'm just moving my thing forward.
So
stick a large file. Come on, do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah.
It is
modern technology. Like, to be fair, how I was going to start this section, I was going to talk about like friendship is magic and how I'm thankful for it. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to have some time. I have got tea and Lucozade and water. So I hope everyone's refreshed. Remember to take breaks, please. Like, you don't notice as much as when it's like when it's an online con, because you just end up sitting. And please stretch your legs. I stood up and my leg had gone numb and I fell over. So yes. Yes, I do have a lot of snugglies. Amethyst made a joke saying, also was it Amethyst? Someone was saying they're going to be more and more over the con, so I just keep adding more. Unfortunately, I don't really have many pony plushies, but I also thought I'm going to get emotional during this. And this is Arnold the octopus, who technically kind of is a My Little Pony plushie, just because I bought him for UK PonyCon. He's like a squishmallow for the Ocean Adventures one. So he's just very cuddly for when I get very sad. So Friendship is Magic's 10 years old. It's absolutely crazy how so many of us have come together just from Friendship is Magic. Like, I'm not a brony or a Pegasus. I'm more of a collector because I collect all the gems now. When I say now, I mean I always have. Like, since I was a kid, there was only like 2 years where I stopped collecting them, and then I started recollecting them in 2010.
It is incredible how much it's grown.
Massively, and like, it's just been absolutely phenomenal. Like, I've just realised my door's open and I can hear upstairs, and it's so weird hearing myself. But it's just been absolutely phenomenal. There's been so many things that, like, sure, I probably would have found so UKPC has predates Friendship is Magic, and I probably would have found that if I was a collector, but it was G4 that brought me back into the community. And it's so weird not having the con this year, just purely because, I don't know, no matter where the con is, it just feels like home. So I know technically it is home now, but yeah, it's just an absolutely magical thing. Like, I was having to go through all the videos and the stories that everyone shared, and I cried a lot because people shared some amazing things. And you're all absolutely amazing. Like, it's something that's brought us together, which is absolutely lovely. I'm just reading this. Everyone got permission trips for field trips.
I mean, I remember, I don't know if many people remember the origins of going back to 2010, how this sort of all blew up. And it was actually, surprisingly enough, it was 4chan where most of this started. And if you go onto 4chan now, you can actually still find there's a sub section just that says ponies, and it's just purely for MLP, and it actually started around about season 2, I think, Beck, something like that.
I have no idea. I avoid 4chan.
Yeah.
I'm going to just say, just to pick on Luna's auditor. Friendship Imagine defined so much of my life post uni.
Yeah,
it was my life during uni. Just rubbing that in there. Yeah, go back to it, Sarah. Sorry.
I mean, I've put in that video because I mean, this is the reason for the technical issue. Is my computer, bless it, is 10 years old, and the poor thing couldn't handle it. It's a Mac, and
and also it's a MacBook. That's probably another reason why it doesn't work. Anyone who's techie, argue it out in the comments.
Apple girl. I'm an Apple girl.
Best thing I ever did was switch from an iPhone to an Android.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we're meant to be talking about ponies, not this.
Yeah, we're talking about ponies.
Yeah, let's talk about ponies.
But yeah, the going through those stories, I have to admit, choked me up as well. And I'm not normally that one that gets emotionally charged. It sort of just realised just how much it touched, how much just, six ponies can just touch people's lives. And well, there's more than 6, it's hundreds. I mean, certainly if I'm in a place where I don't, I want to just huddle away, and there are times I do want to do that, and not many people know about it. I just cuddle my ponies, and I know that I've got that community right next to me, and it's nice hearing, it's lovely hearing the stories. I mean, one of the stories that I did hear, this was an American one, was a young boy was getting bullied, and because he loved the fandom, he loved My Little Pony, and he was only 11, so much so that sadly he passed away. But the community got together and they all started to get My Little Pony tattoos. So you got these big burly bikers getting My Little Pony Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 and Gen 4 My Little Pony tattoos to help raise money for this boy, and his family. So it really is fantastic, a fantastic community to get together and do, to help. And I'm just watching the chat now as well.
Same.
Yeah. So it's got
so obviously I'm not the conventional pony and stuff like that. I just love My Little Pony. But so I've been with PonyCon since 2014. I don't know. I do regret not going earlier. I did see it like the year before I actually went, but I didn't have any courage to go on my own because I was more like in the closet, essentially. But like just going with PonyCon, I've also seen how it's changed people's lives. So there's the confidence that comes through ponies, just the love and the energy from everyone. My parents, bless them, and Sarah's mum actually came last year, and my parents have always been slightly they've been supportive, don't get me wrong, absolutely supportive. They've bought me ponies, they bought me they're okay with it, but they still think it's slightly weird that I'm not going to say how old I am, and it'll be an extra year on Tuesday, but they're still like, okay, why do you like it so much? And as much as I love the ponies and stuff like that, and the nostalgia of the older gens and stuff and everything, it's the community. Like, I've met so many people through My Little Pony. Quite honestly, I think even when there's not a convention being planned by us, everyone on the committee pretty much talks daily.
Mm-hmm.
If not like every week. But it's like, I don't mean this to sound like awful, like, I don't know, very soppy, but it's not, some of the times it's not like we're staff with each other, volunteers with each other. It's like we're all good friends, and like it is like a family. And I hate using cliches, but it is very much. And I can't imagine not having them in my life. And even people who have left the committee, one of my closest friends. She's a massive rock, and I can't imagine never of meeting them, and I don't know how we would have ever met otherwise. And like, obviously I've met my boyfriend as well, and it's just led me to meet so many people, and seeing Friendship is Magic has led me to get confident. And because I wanted to be involved with the con, I actually came out of my shell. And then because I moved last year, well, I was needing to leave my job last year because it was really bad, and I was very depressed. So going in and sitting in my pony room was really nice, and talking to people was really good. But because of the work I'd done at UK PonyCon, thanks to the boost and seeing all the positivity from Friendship is Magic, I actually got a job in a sector that wasn't retail, because I got the confidence to do it. And it's true, once you get in a way when you're comfortable, like for me, I find it really hard to try new things. I know that sounds really weird and bizarre, but I find it so hard to try new things. And because I was comfortable in retail, I knew what I was doing in retail, but I didn't have the passion for it. Does that make sense? Like, some of my friends who still work where I used to work, they absolutely love it, but I managed to get a job in events because of it. And like, for me, it was a push to do a career that I love. Like, surely right now it's not really the best time to be working in events, but you know I've got you guys to talk to, and like, oh, I just love everyone. Like, honestly, I'm trying not to cry. I'm seeing everyone's first MLP drawings, and oh my gosh, how can people say, like, oh, they're really good? Oh my god, baby Stormblaze. Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, I work in a sector which I love, but it's not a nice sector. I work in insurance, and I love it. It's great, but there are days that, as you can imagine, there are days that you just want to curl up. And I think having the ponies around me and having the community around me has helped. That even though I love my job and I absolutely adore what I do and I love everything about it, it's not uncommon for me to get sworn at, to get told where to go, and you can imagine. So to have that cuddle, that blanket when I come away from the computer, to have that blanket around me that I know that I've got that community to sort of look back on is just incredible. But yeah, it's and it's nice to hear. I mean, I have to admit, I love like the just sitting there and just watching the series again. It's just like a warm blanket. Oh, look at these photos. Oh.
I mean, I feel like a bit of an imposter because I've not actually finished Friendship is Magic, but that's also because I love other fandoms and stuff. Like, I'm really sorry for bringing Love Live into this, but like Love Live Sunshine, I can't watch certain episodes because I don't want to complete it. I don't want to let it over. So now I'm like, I don't really want to watch all of Friendship is Magic. Like, I know it's in the comics and stuff, but yeah. Also, I may have time actually with being in the event sector right now, to actually catch up. But also, I'm not ready for the feels. I'm a crier. I like crying. I cry a lot.
We've got the videos actually finally uploaded as well.
That's good. We've still got a little bit of time.
We have got time.
Talk. Go for it. I never finished the story about our parents.
Yes, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so our parents went to UK PonyCon. Quite funny because our parents actually come from the same town.
Yeah, it was. Go on, tell them, Bex.
Oh god! So right through con, I ended up meeting Sarah, as you can see, and I was like, I know your face, and then she was like, what? And then we both end up like, I was at uni at this time, but we both came, like, she lived in the town that my parents lived in, and I was like, why do I know your face? Turns out she sold me my contract with O2.
Yeah.
And it was like small world, eh? So both our parents went, and so my dad turned around and he was like, I just see why you absolutely love it. Everyone's just so lovely. Like, he's like, my mum's always been a go with the flow sort of like, oh yeah. Whereas my dad's just like, weird. But he doesn't mind people collecting things as long as they're a mode of transport, because he's very into transport. And if anyone that likes transport sees my dad at a future con, because he said he was actually disappointed it wasn't on this time, feel free to talk about it to him. But he just said it was just so lovely. Like, it wasn't like any convention he's been to before. It is the community. Like, I'll be honest with you, if My Little Pony wasn't these pastel ponies and stuff like that, and it was like a real life sort of drama situation like EastEnders, I mean, you can't really call that real life situation, but you know, if it was something with real people acting it out, then like, I think people wouldn't be like, oh, ponies, you know, because it's got so many good life lessons in, and so many, it's just heartwarming. But then I do love the voices, and yeah, let's see what people are saying in this chat, because I am getting sad.
Yeah.
Make me cry.
I've cried too many times today.
Same.
I have cried on the inside, I've cried on the outside, because there's been so much nice things. You know what got me though this morning, well, it was last night, was the messages that people were putting on saying, I wish I was in Nottingham and things like that. And it was like,
oh gosh, yeah, I couldn't do that. I was crying.
Set me off.
I was literally like, today I should be.
Yeah, I'm like, I was going to do something myself, and I was like, no, Sarah, you can't, because you just end up a mess again.
I am far too fed to be at a con right now. Usually I've like had 5 cups of tea and probably a slice of cheese. Yeah. And probably about 100 bottles of water, because being on stages. But yeah, it's very, sorry, I am literally like lying down kind of. I was like, I'm going to go for comfort if I'm going to cry.
Absolutely.
That is why I've literally got Arnold. But it's just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely. I just love that everyone's sharing. Yeah. Bexy actually eating during a con. I am not this bad for it. Well, BronyCon 2019 when I passed out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, you guys don't see it, but we do actually, in our green room, in our staff room, there is a supply of food. It's not good food, but it's food. It's sweets, but it's food, and it does us the job. We love it. We love it. But yeah, it's just it's weird not being there. I mean, this morning I woke up and I was like, I thought I was in the hotel room. It sounds weird, but I was like thinking, oh, I'm in the hotel room. And then Bex texted me this morning saying, are you up? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm late. I just got out of the shower. I'll be out there in a minute.
We got a massive lie-in today. Usually we're we're at the venue for 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
In the morning. We're literally there from 7 in the morning to 11:15 at night.
Yeah.
Which, like, I can't imagine being awake that long now.
I mean, well, you get there early and actually normally, don't you? You get there for around about 6:30, 6:45, something like that. You're
and I bribed someone to bring me a McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah.
Because we're there before the hotel breakfast even starts.
Yeah. There's no point getting a hotel when you're a PonyCon committee member. You just don't get the chance. You are there.
Moon Just Twinkle saying that you were watching it just to laugh at it. Like, I'm not putting that out on being mean stuff, but I know like 4 people who were the same. They got into it. They started watching it ironically, and then it just became a huge thing. That's pretty much Maz anyway.
I mean,
Oh, and I agree about the university as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really talk to my uni friends too much, but my pony friends I talk to almost daily, which is really, really lovely. And one thing that's making me obviously cons I really miss and stuff, but I miss my bees, my Manchester bees. It's just really nice hanging out with you all. And we're doing bee meet. Come to bee meets. And yes, I did just punch Arnold and stuff. Anyway, I'm just keeping a eye on this and an eye on the time. Okay, I've just had a message saying, please can you introduce a video? So I got I put out a thing to say I want to hear your submissions, because I don't want to just sit here for an hour saying what friendship is magic has led to me and everything. So yes, so the lovely Sarah has made it into a video for us, and are you able to play it?
Well, it'll be. I know it's gone over.
Oh, is Maz got it?
Sam's got it. Yeah, Sam's got it.
Fab.
Maz has got it. So yeah.
You probably won't be out. Well, we're going to say bye from us and over to the lovely video from all you lovely, lovely people in the community.